Grand Theft Auto V, the iconic video game that thrusts players into the criminal world of Los Santos, is rumored to come alive in a gripping live-action adaptation. The game was this good because of these three protagonists, and if the movie has any chance of succeeding, they'll have to get these three right. So join us as we delve into the lives of these three protagonists, exploring the rational yet conflicted mind of Franklin, the main character status of Michael that ties the threads of the narrative together, and the chaotic but fiercely loyal nature of Trevor. Starting with Franklin, right from the beginning of GTA V, he seems like a dude who's just hustling to make it and looking for a shot at an upright and respectable life. Despite trying to stay on the straight and narrow with his childhood buddy Lamar, he ends up rolling with a bunch of the crazy stuff Michael and Trevor throw at him. While he pushes back a bit against Michael's and Trevor's over-the-top plans, he usually goes along with the flow and even forms a bit of a mentor-mentee bond with Michael. Franklin's a bit all over the place when it comes to what he wants. On one hand, he's resisting the whole criminal lifestyle, but on the other, he keeps diving headfirst into shady stuff. But you get where he's coming from. At the start of the game, he's just hungry for a better life and pushing himself to climb higher than what life's handed him. That's what makes Franklin cool in GTA V. He's this likable and commendable character because deep down, he's driven by a genuine desire for a better life. Plus, he plays the peacemaker between the three main characters. When things get all crazy with Michael and Trevor, Franklin steps in and acts like the voice of reason. He's got this chill vibe that can even get those two hotheads to work together, even when they're ready to go at each other's throats. In the grand scheme of things in GTA V, the story's fate rests on the shoulders of Franklin. He's the one who gets to pull the strings in deciding how it all wraps up. Even though there's this one ending that's considered the official one, Franklin's final call opens up three different possibilities. It's a big responsibility. Without Franklin in the mix, who knows what would have happened between Michael and Trevor? They might have gone all out and offed each other, or some enemies could have done the job for them. But thanks to Franklin being the glue in their lives, there's a shot at a happy ending for the trio. As the story unfolds, Franklin also goes through some personal growth. By the end, he's not only steering the narrative, but also coming to terms with who he is and the lifestyle he's chosen. It's like a full-circle moment for him. Moving on, Michael. In the wild narrative of GTA V, Michael takes the Tarantino-esque spotlight, being the linchpin that ties everything together. The whole story orbits around him, and all the characters are interconnected through Michael's drama. Franklin and Trevor's paths cross because of Michael, and he's the doorway for the other protagonists to dive into the mess of FIB affairs. Even Lester, the mastermind behind the heists and the go-to guy for getting the protagonists out of sticky situations, is roped in through Michael. Michael's family isn't just for show either. His wife and kids play their part in the plot, adding layers to the chaos. Take, for instance, Michael becoming a target for Martin Madrazo. That whole mess starts because Michael goes after the tennis coach his wife Amanda was fooling around with. It's like a soap opera, but with a lot more explosions. Michael's got this explosive temper in GTA V, and it tends to drag him into all sorts of problems, like that whole Martin Madrazo situation. His rage messes up his family's communication big time, and he comes close to losing them. It's like a roller coaster of conflicts. But here's the twist. Michael isn't just a hothead. He takes a detour into therapy and starts interacting with Franklin. He learns to rein in that temper, enough to patch things up with his wife and kids. His story isn't all crime and chaos, though. We find out Michael's got this lifelong love affair with movies, and he dreams big about being a producer. It's a side of him that makes you see past the criminal exterior. Despite his shady profession, Michael's actually pretty successful at being a crook. He's like the master planner, always having a scheme for every twist and turn. Whether it's greasing palms with other criminals or doing some dirty work for the FIB, Michael finds a way to slide through, proving he's not just a hotshot with a temper. Now let's talk about Michael's special ability in GTA V, which some might argue is not the coolest. When he activates it, time slows down, giving him the edge in a gunfight and letting him take out enemies with sniper-like accuracy. Sounds good, right? Well, here's the hitch. The auto-aim feature in the game somewhat takes away the shine from Michael's bullet time effect. But don't write him off just yet. Michael kicks off the game with top-notch shooting and stealth skills. It's like he's already a pro from the get-go, making him a solid choice for starting the GTA 5 adventure. You don't have to spend ages improving him. He's ready to rock and roll, making the storyline a breeze for players who pick him first. Ah, at last, Trevor, the epitome of chaos in the Grand Theft Auto universe. This guy takes unpredictability to a whole new level, making him a wild card in the series. In his grand entrance, he goes all in by stomping a lost MC member to bits after a little romantic rendezvous with his girlfriend. And that's just the beginning. Trevor's like a walking storm, kicking off wars and leaving a mess of bodies in his wake. The dude's a loose cannon. You can't predict when he'll suddenly go on a rampage, yelling and killing anything in his path, friends included. Trevor's loyalty might be a bit questionable, but his chaotic energy adds a whole different flavor to the GTA experience. It's like strapping yourself into a roller coaster with no idea where the loops and turns are going to take you. Hold on tight. Surprisingly, under all the craziness and violent outbursts, Trevor's got this weird loyalty streak. When he learns that Michael, his buddy, faked his own death for years, Trevor sets aside his grudge to help him out, especially when Michael's daughter is about to face some public embarrassment. There's even this ongoing mission to free Brad, their old partner, from prison that Trevor's all about. Sure, Trevor might seem like a hurricane of chaos, but when someone betrays him, you can see the hurt beneath the rage. It's like he's this fiercely loyal friend expressing his pain through all the wild antics. But here's the thing, Trevor's kind of like a static character in GTA 5. While the other protagonists are growing and changing, he pretty much stays the same from the beginning to the end. The only shifts you really see are in how other characters deal with him. Still, Trevor's all about doing whatever the heck he wants, and he's totally cool with who he is and how he rolls. Growth might not be his thing, but his unapologetic self-acceptance is something else. Trevor's got this special ability that's like flipping a switch into full-on rage mode. When he activates it, he becomes a tank, taking less damage and dishing out even more. It's not just handy for story missions, it's also a blast for those who love a good chaotic spree, wreaking havoc across Los Santos just for the thrill of it. And it's not just his temper that's top-notch. Trevor kicks off the game with some seriously high strength and flying skills. His shooting skills are right up there, almost on par with Michael's. So whether you're cruising through the city, exploring the map, or causing a ruckus in the desert, Trevor's your go-to guy. He's like the all-around buddy you want by your side for any wild adventure in GTA 5. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the lives of GTA 5's iconic trio, Franklin, Michael, and Trevor. The prospect of a live-action adaptation has us buzzing with excitement, and we can't wait to see how these characters come to life on the big screen. Which protagonist is your favorite? Do you think a live-action movie can capture the essence of GTA 5? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more gaming insights, and hit that bell icon to stay updated.